On Thursday morning. Good morning, David. Good morning, Prescott. Good morning, everybody at home. Yeah, it's Thursday, so we're one day away from the weekend. And that's always a good thing.
Feels like a Tuesday.
A Tuesday?
Yeah.
Why?
What's a Tuesday even feel like other than
I know, it's
not quite Monday?
thing.
Yeah, it's that weird feeling you get in your bones after a while. But I guess it's because I was having computer graphic issues this morning.
Yeah, tell us about that, David. That was kind of that was fun going back to I don't know. You basically just used our touch screen as a giant computer and did the weather forecast that way.
Well, that's the nice thing about technology. You can kind of adjust and adapt and wing it along the way, as I always like to say. So,
I learned a lot about all the stuff that's available on ErieNewsNow.com's weather pages. Man, there's a ton of great information on our website.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. It's better than, all those other apps out there, like, Weather Channel or Hey Alexa, tell me the weather.
It's easy access too, and it's updated all the time. So if folks don't have time to watch the whole newscast,
as Alexa is telling me the weather, Alexa off.
Oh,
is it you? Is it your voice?
No, it's not. See, that's the thing. If you say, "Tell me the weather, Alexa," it's just going to give you a generic forecast, but you have to say. You have to set up your news brief to be through Erie News Now.
Same with
you. Get us.
News and weather,
Yeah.
So, you can make Alexa read the news and weather for us every day.
I just can't imagine being named Alexa. I mean, wasn't there like a huge revolt by all the Alexas out there being like, look, we can't ever say her name around an Alexa.
We'll have to get a Google. What is it? The other one, the Google, the Hey Google.
Oh yeah, there's Google.
Googles yet though, so
there's Google and there's Siri.
But David, it's going to be next week, up in the close to 60.
Yeah, we're talking some warmth.
Yeah, I was outside in t-shirt and shorts yesterday, and I really didn't care because it felt good. It felt good. I was digging out this house that Lainey has to play with outside because it was buried in the snow. And whenever I pulled that thing out, good gosh, there was so much ice and water in it. But thankfully, I got that done. So I was doing a little bit of spring cleaning yesterday while the weather was decent. But yeah, next week we're back up into the 40s and 50s. But for the next few days, we're caught up in the 30s.
And maybe some snow today, you were mentioning?
Yeah, there'll be some snow showers. Nothing to write home about. It's gonna be one of those days where, like, one minute you got some ominous clouds coming on in, you get a burst of snow, then the sun comes out, then it tries to warm up, and the clouds come back in, and it's one of those very March days.
March days, not much going on, but it might be a good day to head on down to Prescott, get a good walk in.
Oh yeah,
I'll be there. I'm excited. I call it my me time. My walks at Prescott.
Well, the thing about Prescott is, my gosh, you go out there and it's just like all your worries can like melt away. Like literally, you could be having the worst day ever, and you got the Prescott, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome that this is here. Yeah, it
Calms
makes
you down.
you feel better.
Yeah, and sometimes people like lifelong Erie people like me, we can take the peninsula for granted, and that's a mistake. So yeah, it's a little beauty down there that we've got to take advantage of. So
it is, and I know our director Mitch was saying his son, born and raised here in Erie, they have. He said he's only been to Prescott twice, and it's crazy because me not being originally from Erie, I'm like stoked for summer to just go to Prescott every day. So
I've been to Prescott so many times. The first thing I did when I came here, in addition to try to find places to live, was I went down to Prescott, and I remember it was in March, and it was so foggy, so dreary, but at the same time, I thought it was like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, you're like, wow, this is where I'm gonna live.
Yeah, and it's right by water. I always like living by bodies of water, whether it's a river or an ocean or a big lake.
Hey, a little bit later on today, we're not heading to the peninsula, Bristol, but you and I are going to head to what perhaps Erie's most famous spot when it comes to meat. That's Federal Hill Smokehouse.
Woo! But we're not going to eat meat.
No, but we're talking to Ryan and Autumn and everybody down at Federal Hill today because we have been featuring on Fridays during the Lenten season some of the non-church fish fry options that you have for those meatless Fridays during the Lenten season. So yeah, we're going to catch up with the folks at Federal Hill, typically known for their briskets, their pulled pork, all of that good stuff. But not on Fridays, at least not for the most part. They are cooking up a non-meat Lenten offering for us a little bit later on today. We're going to bring you that story tomorrow morning on Erie News Now Sunrise. So yeah, looking forward to it today.
Yeah, you guys better bring something back.
Oh,
that's mandatory.
Not for you, for the news director.
No, that no, that's questionable.
Maybe both.
It's in your contract. I wrote it in.
You're a seafood guy though. You're okay with seafood. I've heard essentially the seafood's not her favorite. She was mentioning.
Oh no, I eat anything.
Okay.
Except for exotic things. That's what I always like to say. I don't eat exotic foods. I won't go into any detail of what that is. I'm talking about I'm not
like the worm from the tequila bottle, or
no, I could eat that. I wouldn't eat like a snake or something like that.
Oh.
No.
I wouldn't either. So.
I want to say good morning to Dana, who said good morning, and Mark, not me, Mark with a C, admiring rather your work on the U-Touch screen this morning.
Yeah, he killed it. He adapted and overcame.
Yeah, it's annoying when the computer doesn't work, but it was either that or I break out the paper forecasts, which I was close to doing, but I didn't want to get in trouble to say that.
So he did a good job.
This was good too, and let folks know that they can access that weather too on Erie News.
Yeah, we're on the web 24/7. Just go to erienewsnow.com/weather.
And if you've got any advertisement there. If you've got any ideas, spots other than a church fish fry where you can get some great non-meat options on Lenten Fridays. We were talking to the folks at Skunk and Goat. We're going to talk to Federal Hill a little later on today. If you've got any thoughts on a place that's a great option for Lenten Fridays, pass them along. You can put them right up here in the post, and we'll work to feature them on future Lenten Fridays here on Erie News Now Sunrise. In the meantime, I do want to say thanks to everybody for jumping on this morning. Of course, thanks to David and Brisson. And guys, we'll see you back here on Facebook Live tomorrow morning when I believe we're going to be taking this whole show on the road down to the convention center, I believe, for the RV show. I don't want to get too specific, but yeah, that is the tentative plan on this Thursday morning.
Leave some folks on the edge of their seats.
I'm sorry?
Leave some folks on the edge of their seats. We can't tell them where we're going, but
that's right. But jump on Facebook about the same time tomorrow and find